Hello everyone, welcome to our channel AskPrep. In today's series on 11th grade physics, we will be studying chapter 3, Motion in a Straight Line, in detail. Let's start the video. Introduction. Motion is one of the significant topics in physics. Everything in the universe moves. It might only be a small amount of movement and very slow, but movement does happen. Even if you appear to be standing still, the Earth is moving around the Sun, and the Sun is moving around our galaxy. An object is said to be in motion if its position changes with time. The concept of motion is a relative one. A body that may be in motion relative to one reference system may be at rest relative to another. There are two branches in physics that examine the motion of an object. 1. Kinematics. It describes the motion of objects without considering the cause of the motion. 2. Dynamics. It relates the motion of objects to the forces that cause them. Point object. If the distance covered by an object is very large compared to the size of the object is considered a point object. Reference systems. The motion of a particle is always described with respect to a reference system. A reference system is created by taking an arbitrary point as the origin and attaching a coordinate system to it. The chosen coordinate system for a given problem constitutes the reference system. For most problems, we generally choose a coordinate system attached to the Earth as the reference system. Total path length, distance for a particle in motion, the total length of the actual path traversed between the initial and final positions of the particle is known as the total path length or distance covered. Types of motion. To completely describe the motion of an object, we need to specify its position. For this, position coordinates are required. In some cases, 3 position coordinates are needed, while in others, 2 or 1 is sufficient. Based on this, motion can be classified as 1. One-dimensional motion. A particle moving along a straight line or path undergoes one-dimensional motion. Examples include the motion of a train along a straight line and a freely falling body under gravity. 2. Two-dimensional motion. A particle moving in a plane undergoes two-dimensional motion. Examples include the motion of a shell fired by a gun and carom board coins. 3. Three-dimensional motion. A particle moving in space undergoes three-dimensional motion. Examples include the motion of a kite in the sky or an airplane. Displacement. Displacement of a particle in a given time is defined as the change in the position of the particle in a particular direction during that time. It is represented by a vector drawn from the initial position to the final position. Next is factors distinguishing displacement from distance. Displacement has direction, while distance does not. The magnitude of displacement can be both positive and negative. Distance is always positive and never decreases with time. Uniform speed and uniform velocity. An object moves with uniform speed if it covers equal distances in equal intervals of time, no matter how small those intervals are. An object moves with uniform velocity if it covers equal displacements in equal intervals of time, no matter how small those intervals are. Next is variable speed and variable velocity. An object moves with variable speed if it covers unequal distances in equal intervals of time, no matter how small those intervals are. An object moves with variable velocity if it covers unequal displacements in equal intervals of time, no matter how small those intervals are. Average speed and average velocity. It is the ratio of the total path length traversed to the corresponding time interval. The change in the position of an object in a given direction, divided by the time it took for the object to move from the initial position to the final position. Next is acceleration. The rate at which velocity changes is called acceleration. Uniform acceleration. If an object undergoes equal changes in velocity in equal time intervals, it is called uniform acceleration. Average acceleration. It is the change in velocity divided by the time interval during which the change occurs. Relative velocity. The relative velocity of object A with respect to object B is the rate at which object A changes its position with respect to object B. Thank you for watching. We will be dropping notes in the description of this video. If you found this video helpful, kindly like, subscribe, and share. See you in the next video. All the best for your exams.